And hello there. I am Rusty. This is Rusty's Sudoku screen, and I'm going to relaunch the puzzle solver, or device, whatever we want to call it, and let's load up the puzzle. And one more number here, so 9, 7, 3, and 5. And the usual, once I hit validate, if it validates, you get about 10 seconds, 20 seconds to grab a screenshot, see if you can start solving on it while I wait, and then 20 seconds, I will start. There we go. It's validated. Even if I enter something wrong, it still works as a valid puzzle, so we'll solve it. Or correct. And there's 20 seconds. All right, right off the bat, I see a couple ones here. And 4 possibilities there, a couple possibilities here, 5 possibilities here, and 3 possibilities here. How about 2s? I guess 3s are ready here. And we've got 4 2s possible there, 3 here, 4 here, 3 here, 6 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, and all 5 possibilities here. Anything more with 3s? Oh, I'm going to follow over with 3 here. 3 possibilities here, and 2 up here. All right, how about 4s? Well, one of these two is going to be a 4, so we'll get a pair there that I can work with at some point. Otherwise, 5 possibilities here, 5 here, 5 here, here, and everything's open here and up here. All right, 5s. 3 possibilities for 5 here, 4 possibilities there, 3 here, 5 possibilities here, 2 here, 3 possibilities here, and 6 possibilities here. So on to 6s. One of these two is going to be a 6, and that's going to leave us 2 possibilities. Well, I just solve it here. Things like this, I should probably be pausing, but oh well. And that means I've got 2 possibilities down here. Here we've got a solution as well. And down here, there's 2 possibilities. And then I've got 5 possibilities for a 6 here. 7 and 7 gives me 3 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here, 4 here, 4 possibilities there, 5, 6 possibilities there, 3 possibilities here, 6 possibilities here, and 3 possibilities here. 8s. One of these two is going to be an 8. And one of these, yep, this one's going to be an 8 because these two are locked in. That means this one here is going to be a 2. Which helps down here. I've now got 2 possibilities for a 2. We're looking at 8s at the moment. 3 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, and here. 2 possibilities here. And an 8 here. Okay, nope. 3 possibilities here. All right. 9. So I've got 2 possible 9s up here. 4 possible 9s here. 4 possible 9s here. 3 possible 9s here. 3 here. 3 here. All right. Let's see what we can do here. We got a 1 here. One of these 3 is going to be a 2. A 3, 4. One of these 2 is a 5. 6. One of these 2 is a 7. One of these 3 is an 8. And I've got 4 possibilities of 9. That didn't help me much. So here we got a 1. Any of these could be a 2. Either of these could be a 3, 4, 5, and 6 are givens. I've got 3 possibilities for a 7, 3 possibilities for an 8, and 3 possibilities for a 9. So 4 possibilities for 1 here. Given a 2. One of these 2 is a 3. No constraints on 4s. 3 possibilities for 5s. 6 is a given. 4 possibilities for a 7. 8 and 2 possibilities for 9. One, two, three, and there. 4 possibilities, or 5 possibilities. 4 and 5. 3 possibilities. 6, 7. Given 2 possibilities for 8. 3 possibilities for 9. All right. Let's run through the rest of these. So we know that basically we're doing a modified flood fill. 8, 7, 6, 5s, 4s, and we got a 3 already. Over here, we got 2s. I got 1s. 3 given here. sixes, sevens, 8, and 9. And 1 and 4 is here. Put down here. That's 1. The possibilities are 2. 3 possibilities. 3. 5 possibilities for 4. 3 possibilities for 5. 5 possibilities for 6. 6 possibilities for 7, 8, and 3 possibilities for 9. Could I get a 6 out of this? Do a real quick validation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what we're looking for. 7, 8, and 9. So yes, this is a 6. Another 6 here. None of these are going to be 6s now. This is not going to be a 6. Makes this into a 6. And 6s are... Okay, we got these 2 as being 6, means this one can't be a 6. So that's a 6. This... Actually, that's going to be a 6. This one here is not, would not have been a 6. All right. 7, 8, and 9. Right here, we got a 1 and a 4. Bunch of possibilities for 2. We got 2 possibilities for 3. 4 is a given, so is 5 and 6. 7 is going to be one of these 3. 8 is going to be one of these 3. And 9 is going to be one of these 3. No solos there. So over here, we got a 1. 2 is going to be here, so we can clean that up over here. There's 3 and a 4 as well. These 2 up here for a 5, 6. 2 possibilities for 7. 2 possibilities for 8, which makes this one not an 8. And 3 possibilities for 9. Here we got the 1s. 2 possibilities for 2 over here. 3. 4 of these have the possibility of being a 4. All 6 of these can potentially be a 5. 6 is up here. Again, with the 4's possibility of being a 7. We'll get these 2 to be 8s, because that can't be an 8. And 9. We've got one of these 3. Where's this one for 9? All right. 1s, 2, 3. Constraint on 4s. 3 possibilities for 5, 6. 4 possibilities for 7. 8 is given. 2 possibilities for 9. Because of a 9 here and a 9 here and a 9 here. Speaking here, we got a 1 already. 3 possibilities for 2. 4 possibilities for 3. 4 possibilities for 4. 5 is given, 6 is learned already. 5 possibilities. 7 and 3 possibilities for an 8. One, 4, 1, 4 means this is a 7, so not that or that, or either of these two, or this one over here, or this one. Let's see. That leaves, oh, this can't be a 7 either. Wow. It was sitting there for way too long. And up here, I've got the standalone 4. Is it truly? We've got a 1, 2, 3. 4 is what we're comparing for. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So yes, this is a 4. Makes this a 9. This is a 2. And that makes this a 7. We can clean up with some more 7s. Down to 2 possibilities for a 7 here. And we've got some 4s to clean up. And we have 2s. Nope. 6s. Nope. We're good on 6 and those. Oh, we do have 4s to clean up though. Alright. And a 7 and a 9 that don't belong here. Okay. So 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5. 1, 5 pair here. Not a 2. 8, 5, 8, 5, 9, 9, 5. Alright. Let's try some other places. Yeah. I am probably going to have to punt here on something. Pick something that I've got a pair for. 1, 5's here. What about the 1 here? Add a 5. And 5's here. 1, 4, 1. So not a 4, not a 4 or 1 here. 4, 1, 4, 1. 7, 2, 7, 2, 5, 3, 5, 3. Okay, it's an interesting triple, but 7, 2, 7, 2 means 7 and 2 don't belong here. 2 doesn't belong here. Those fit up here. wasn't a bad option. There's the right one, but this doesn't leave me with any immediate goals. Continue on. We got a 4-1 pair in the middle here. There's 1 and a 4 here. 1 and a 4 down here. Not a 4 or 1 here. Wait, the not 4s should have been taken care of a while back. 7272. Here's a 7. And here's a not 4. 7 or 3. So that's a 2. Says that's not a 2. That makes that a 7. This is a 2. This is 7. This is 3. So now we can clean up a few more bits here. This looks like it's the only place I can have a 1. So now I've got 494552. Let's see. 59594545. Looks like we can clean up some 5s here. That becomes the only 8. So we can clean up. Nope, I don't have any 8s to clean up. These two will be an 8, but that's a different issue. Hmm. Not a 3. Not a 7. I'll get a 2 pair. 8282 makes this a 7. Not a 7 there, not a 7 here. That becomes a 7. And we end up 45454949. 45. This looks like it's can't be a 1. The 1 has to be one of these. Okay, we gotta break it. All right, I'm going to pause and we'll do a restart. I need to make a restroom break. So hoping to be done by now. So be right back. right. And I'm going to the keyboard, my friend. All right, I'm not going to do a refresh. Restart. I'm going to a point where this 7 might not be a solution if I use a different option. So that might be with the 7, 2 down here. Let's do, actually that comes back to, I believe, the 2 here. It can't be a 3 because let's do with it being a 3. See what happens with that. Turns that into an, oh, that's why. Okay. That can't be a 7 based on a 7 up here. And that's based on the 7 up at the top. So let's instead try back from here for 1 there. That makes a 1, oops, a 4 here and a 1 here. And there's a 4 and a 1 here and a 4 here. So this is a 7, 9, 3, 4, and that's broken. So not a 7, which means not a 7 here. That becomes a 7. Not a 7 here. That becomes a 7. Not a 7 here. That becomes a 7, but it has to be, well, what's the cactus from a different perspective? We know that a 1 has to be here. That makes this a 7. This is 8, a 9, a 5, and a 7. A 9 here. 3, and 4 here. And that's broken up here. All right, I have to go back further. All right. That was assuming that was a 1. Let's try this as a 5. This becomes a 1. Not a 1, not a 1. Or, my mistake, that's a 1. That's a 4. Can't be a 1 or a 4 here. Can't be a 4 here. Can't be a 4 here. So that makes this a 1. Oh, no. My mistake. That makes that a 5. Not a 5 here or here. 1, 3, 1, 3. So that's 4. Not a 4 or a 1. Not a 4. Not a 5 in either of these two places. That gets us a 7, 2 again here. Not a 2. 7 and 8 are clean over there. The 1, 1. That comes to 1 here. Not a 1 here. That comes a 9, because it can't be a 5. We clean up these 9s. This one and this one. And these 2 is going to be a 9. And these 2, 3. Okay. 9 there. One of these 2 will be a 9. One of these 2. 7, 9, 7, 5, 5, 9. 8, 9, 8, 9, 3, 9, 3. 8, 2, 7, 8, 2, 7, 8. Singleton 8 here. And a singleton 8 for the entire row and the column. And these 2 gets to be an 8. I've got 3 over there. 2 possibilities up here. All right. 4, 9, 9, 3, 4, 3. So that makes that a 7. That makes this a 2. That makes this a 7. Not here. That's a 5, a 9, an 8 here. This becomes a 7. This becomes a 1. Not a 7 here. Not a 9 here. So that's a 9. 4, 5, 8, 5, 8, 5. That's a 4. Not a 4 to either of these. That becomes a 4. So not a 4 here or here. That becomes a 4. So not a, or this becomes a 5 and a 4 here. All right. 7, 2, 7, 2, not a 5. So this is a 9. Turns that into a 5. This one can't be a 2. Not a 2 here. That's a 7. That's a 2, 7, and 3. Not a 7 here. 8, 2, not a 3. 8, 2. There's a 3 here. 8, 2. 8, 2. Not an 8. 9, 3, 9, 3. Not a 9. That's a 3. That's a 9. That's a 1. That's a 3. That's an 8. And we solve with a 5 here. 30 minutes and 43 seconds. A couple of instances there where I might have been able to cut back some time and save on that, but as it is, we did get to a solution. So without doing a reset. But that's why we do checkpoints where I specify what it is I'm using as the starting point for a attempt. And here we go. All right. I want to say thanks to everybody. I hope you're back tomorrow. I expect to be back tomorrow.